Good evening, my awesome friends. We're going to share a little trick with you how you can make some beautiful little centerpieces and dress up your garden for almost no money at all, just by using things you already have. Shop that house, shop that garden, and maybe someone may give you something you can use also for free. Well, sit back and watch the video. Here is an updated picture of this beautiful display. Doesn't it look wonderful for Valentine's, all the red and white? Oh my gosh, this plant has been blooming now for quite some time, as you've been watching the updates. But look, even more flowers are ready to bloom. Oh my gosh, it is just beautiful. I think I should have bought 2 of them. It was sort of pricey, but when you consider how long it's lasted and how beautiful it is, it's more than worth the money I have spent. What do you think, my dear friends? Do you love it as much as I love it? Can't wait to put it in a few Valentine's displays now. And here we go again with another beautiful instant display that didn't cost me any money. All the flowers you see in here I have used in multiple posts. They're still in their original containers from the nursery, and that way I can use them and move them around. Eventually I will have to plant them, and I will share with you when I do that. But right now we're showing how you can do instant displays more than one way with things you already own and have, like these beautiful butterflies. It took it up to another level, don't you think? Just by adding the 3 little butterflies for a beautiful centerpiece, and I already owned everything I had. You could put it on a side table, you could put it on a dining room table, you could use it out in the garden, any way you want. Here are the air plants that my friend gave me. Now you can use them in the house for displays. These don't need any soil, just get them wet, and look how beautiful they look. You can put them any place you want in your home. Aren't they gorgeous? And you can put them out in your garden. Sprinkle air plants all about. That's what my girlfriend does, and they do fine out in the yard. Now keep in mind, we live in Southern California. We don't get snow. It reasonably isn't that cold here compared to what most of the country has, so I'm not saying your air plants are going to do good in the snow, but they do fine in Southern California. But I thought it added a little extra flair to my Valentine's display, don't you think? And here are my wonderful air plants. I have them tucked into the fairy garden to keep them out of the way of the wind, but still have them where they're the center of attention. Are they not beautiful? I loved how they looked here. Let me know what you thought. We used them in the house and we used them in the garden. I love the air plants because you can put them anywhere you want. They're not connected to soil, and you just rinse them off a little when you bring them in the house and put them on the table with a display, and they look beautiful. Well, let me know what you thought of all the wonderful ways we used all the wonderful gifts that my friend gave me. The tray I already own. This was a tray that my son and my daughter-in-law got me a few years back for Christmas. And this doily is the doily that my girlfriend gave me, so there was no cost for that. The only thing that I spent money for was the ivy plant itself. I didn't have one in a little container already here. Now I'm going to show you how pretty this is going to look for a display, or I could hang it. Now isn't that beautiful? It makes a wonderful display, but I'm probably going to hang it out in the garden. It does have this right here. Now it is a little rusty on the bottom, so I have a paper towel in between my doily and my cage because I didn't want to mess up that beautiful doily. But look how pretty everything looks. So it could be a beautiful display on a table or out in the garden. Isn't it beautiful? So don't ever think just because something's looking a little rustic, it can't be used. It can be used for multiple things like I'm doing here. And I just hung it up on the tree limb. And doesn't it look beautiful? Didn't even have to get a chain for it. I thought it turned out wonderful. Let me know what you thought. There's always some way of using something. Well, here it is. I've got it hung. I hung it on a little tree limb. And see, it's hanging just fine, and the ivy is gently working its way out. I thought it looked beautiful. What do you think, my dear friends? Leave me a comment. We have managed to use everything that my girlfriend gave me almost already in some kind of display. And the few things we haven't, we will probably next week. Well, let me know what you thought. All I had to do was buy this one little ivy plant. Everything else I already had.